everyone, my name is Nisarga. I study in Greenwood High. I'm going to grade 6 now. I enjoy playing chess. It's one of my favorite hobbies and I've played many tournaments. So I got to know about this VSSSF Spot Award for 2024 by a YuviPep newsletter that was sent a few months ago. I'm not sure exactly how many students participated along with me, but the portions on which VSSF was conducted was almost like my science textbook portions, and we had covered most of the topics in my school itself. Some of my YuviPep classes are not limited to circuit learning. Sometimes we even learn about different topics, and some of those topics were like into space, so that helped me. I've been with YuviPep since I turned 8, so that's 3 years. Before I joined YuviPep, my project works were mostly limited to art and craft work and some chart work. So I eventually got bored of doing this and wanted to see my projects actually working. That's when my parents came across YuviPep. I liked YuviPep since the first class and continue doing so because they explained to me how it works and helped me do a real project. So these IBC classes have instilled a problem-solving mindset and a crucial thinking mindset in me. They also developed a questioning habit in me and gave me more confidence that I will be able to find a solution for any real-world problem. These IBC classes also helped me think what was behind just simple things. For example, in one of the classes we were talking about oxygen saturation levels. These skills not only helped me win this award, but I hope they will come with me for a long way. At the end of each course, our YuviPep classes gives us projects to do on particular topics. It can be either something like home security or home automation or even renewable energy sources. So these classes allow me to sit back and think about what actually the world has problems on. When I find an issue that's related to the topic, I need to find a solution. Once I find the solution, I do a circuit diagram of how actually I want this solution to work, and then the hands-on project. If ever I get stuck in while doing the hands-on project, there's always been a YuviPep mentors team who I can reach out to and ask for help. After I'm done making this project work, I demo it in class. So when I demo it and see that it's actually working, I get more confidence that I'm actually able to solve a real world problem that's around me, and that's a truly rewarding thing. I think being passionate about what you are doing is the key. Do what brings you happiness. In my case, I was particularly curious about how any electronical gadget works. When I joined YuviPep, they actually showed me how it works. For example, I was always particularly interested in drones. Some YuviPep classes showed me what's inside a drone and how it actually works. YuviPep also helped me make electrical circuits on my own. When I saw that working, it made me happy and that motivated me to do more. So I joined these IBC classes 3 years ago. Some of the projects I did with IBC include VisionSafe, a quizzing app, Flood Shield and SafeSphere. So I'll start with VisionSafe. So this was as soon as I joined YuviPep. It was during the COVID times. So like most of the others were glued to the computer screens, and I had a habit of looking too close to the computer screens. My parents would often tell me to maintain a safe distance from the screens. So that time I thought of automating that warning. So VisionSafe includes a PIR sensor which detects if anyone's face goes too close to the monitor. If it does, an alarm starts buzzing and it acts as a warning for the person to move his or her face. So I did a project like that with YuviPep. Then the next thing was the quizzing app. During that time, I had a passion towards coding and developing apps. The next one was SafeSphere. This one was for home security. So if an intruder entered the house, basically an alarm would send an alert to the user. One of the projects I did with YuviPep was called Flood Shield. This was during the flood last year where many cars got spoiled. So I had an idea to save the cars from this flood. There would be a moisture sensor which would detect a flood. If it ever detected a flood, it would send a signal to a servo motor which would lift the base upon which the car is standing so that the car would be saved from the flowing water. So my goal is actually to start a company related to space science. You know how SpaceX revolutionizes space science and benefits NASA? Like that, I wanted my company to benefit ISRO so that our country can become a great leader in space science. YuviPep helps me do that because they actually help me understand how I can do things, and they also help me find an easier solution for most things that people might actually want.